I've been invested in the S&P 500 index over the last 16 months, and in today's video, I will talk about why S&P 500, how I set up my recurring purchase, the results and the returns I've gotten so far, and also my long-term plan. So why S&P 500? The S&P 500 index fund basically tracks the top 500 strongest company based in the US, and it's a auto-balancing index fund, meaning that those that are not performing as good, it will be auto eliminated, and those that is stronger, it will be reintroduced to the index itself. And historically, it has delivered strong returns. Over the long run, it has returned almost 10% annually over the long term. So I really wanted to kind of tap into this consistency. So I decided to dollar cost average every single week to the S&P 500. So this approach kind of helps me to smooth off any high and low by investing a set amount at a regular interval, making it kind of easier for me to be disciplined without worrying about timing the market. So how I set up my investment, right? After researching multiple platforms in Malaysia, I actually chose StashAway's flexible portfolio, which allows you to customize asset allocation and adjust the proportion of it any time. So this setup to me is perfect as a passive investor in the S&P 500 index because I wanted like a set it and forget it kind of approach where it auto deducts my bank account every single week. So actually most of my S&P 500 investments are with IBKR, but setting it up dollar cost average in the interactive broker itself can feel a little bit tedious, as I will need to think about forex, I will need to think about the purchasing timing, I will need to always second guess about am I buying at the right time, at the right moment, right? So to me, the StashAway flexible portfolio really do help me to stay disciplined over the 16 months that I set up. So initially, I've set up a weekly investment of 200 ringgit per week in the S&P 500, which I later increased it up to 300 ringgit per week. While StashAway actually doesn't have a weekly investment option, I actually created a monthly recurring transaction, a multiple monthly recurring transaction to make a weekly schedule. So you may ask, right, why StashAway? Isn't StashAway quite expensive and they charge management fees? It's true. I actually chose StashAway because it has relatively reasonable fees, right? So they charge us a 0.3% annual management fee for their single ETF flexible portfolio and a 0.29% currency spread fee. I'm actually okay with this cost since they kind of help me stay consistent for my weekly investment. If I really want to, I can actually set up daily investment if I really want to, but to me, that's too much already. To me, the discipline and the convenience are worth it since time in the market actually is better than timing the market, right? So, what's the result so far? In the last 16 months, I've invested 13,132 ringgit, which has grown to 14,069 ringgit, a gain of roughly 940 ringgit. So that's an 18.2% money rated return in Malaysian ringgit terms. I'm okay with this growth. Actually, it was actually a bit higher before Malaysian ringgit started to appreciate recently. So in the US dollar terms, my investment was 2,849 US dollar, which has grown to $3,211, which is a gain of 361 dollars or a 34% money weighted returns. So the difference that you see in Malaysian ringgit and also the US dollar terms shows the impact of the recent Malaysian ringgit strengthening. My US based returns are actually lower now because of the Malaysian ringgit strengthening. So yeah, pick a poison here. The bright side is the Malaysian ringgit now has more purchasing power, meaning that I can buy more units of stocks with the same amount of money. So what's my long-term strategy here? Since StashAway fees are actually a percentage base and it will grow, the fees that they charge will grow according to my portfolio size. So once this portfolio hits roughly 30 to 50k each, which I deem to be big enough, I plan to kind of cash out from this StashAway flexible portfolio and buy back the same amount in my IBKR to kind of reduce and avoid all of the recurring management fee costs every single month. So this is my strategy to stay invested in S&P 500 over the long term. If you find this video helpful and want to start investing, you can kind of use the link down below for a 6-month fee waiver for your first 30,000 ringgit. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope this video kind of inspired you to kind of start investing regularly. And thank you so much for watching.